This is a Zenith Trans-Oceanic 8G005 YT, or at least it started out as a YT. This radio, unfortunately, was stored for many years in a damp environment. The case was very bad condition, a lot of loose black stag covering, and a lot of corrosion, particularly on the radio chassis. And I ended up having to replace the original chassis with the chassis from a parts radio I had picked up, an 8G005 YTZ1. The only difference significantly is that the rectifier tubes are different. The original used a large octal tube, and this radio uses a more modern miniature tube for the rectifier. So it's been recapped and resistors checked. The alignment is not perfect, but pretty good. The AM band is very accurate. Shortwave band is a little bit off, but not much. Since it's kind of a compromise, if you start messing with the alignment too much, the one band will get better and another one will get worse. So my experience is it's best if it's not too far off anywhere, just leave it alone.
Away from the cameras.
I had one on before. I wore one in this back area.
This is the broadcast band.
The president said he was given the choice.
And this radio is picking up all of the local AM stations that I can pick up on most of my radios. You can't really see the antenna up here, but it's a loop antenna, so it's directional.
Financial Services Group Chief Economist Gus Fauché says it's hard to say when businesses will...
It's a pretty strong station. On a weak station, they would get weaker or stronger as you move around.
Lower than it was in February and early March.
Two beautiful daughters. One guy went to college in a cornfield in Ohio. One guy went to an Ivy League school in the big city. One guy spent his Sunday morning seated in the...
Season with new officiating positions that would be similar to a sky judge. It would mirror proposals put forth by the Ravens and Chargers. In regular atmosphere events that need to be seen.
And starting on June 1st, weddings in Ohio can have up to 300.
Renta de cancha hasta nuevo aviso.
Naval Air Station, Corpus Christi, Texas, terrorism related. One of the shooters was killed a second.
It's about 7 o'clock in the evening here right now, so actually starting to pick up some of the more distant stations in addition to local stations. In another hour or two, you'll be able to pick up probably stations out of New York, Chicago, and some other large clear channel stations from across the country.
Team is eager and starting. We're helping in a big way with our most aggressive finance offer ever. 5 years, zero interest.
I've got the wave rod antenna, which is the telescoping antenna, extended all the way. And this evening, probably 31 meter band would be the best. Not much on shortwave these days.
Será en el marco del diálogo social, dice Calviño. El presidente de ATA pide al Ejecutivo que se aclare. Declaraciones de Lorenzo Amor en el informativo 24 horas de Radio Nacional.
No tenemos muy claro si todo lo dice el presidente sí, pero bueno, no tenemos mucho.
About all you're going to pick up on shortwave anymore are religious stations and some of the conspiracy theory stations. There are not very many international shortwave stations left. You can still get radio, Havana, Cuba, China Radio International. You can pick up. They have a repeater station in Canada.
Fui la voz de la Universidad Manuel por más de 15 años.
What was the movie, the End Days, or what was it? I'm just drawing a blank on that right now. Yeah, I know you all know it, but that's what happens with live radio. If you forget something, you better move on.
So anyway, on this radio, what I ended up doing was using black leather dye to restain the black stag. It was badly faded and scuffed, and then after that dried, I went over it with kiwi scuff cover, which is a made for shoes, but it works very good. It gives kind of a hard finish. And then finally, I actually polished and buffed it with black shoe polish. So it looks much better than it did. All the brass work was removed, stripped of the old lacquer, which had faded, and then re-lacquered. We got a new dial cover, so the old one was pretty yellowed.
And that was about the time my first came out, Planet X Comets and Earth Changes, which is still selling. People are still buying it, etc. But Alex was
Southeastern Baptist Theological Seminary, so I will introduce our guest. So we've talked about this.
We're let's see, I'm going to put this antenna down here so I can close the top. You got to be careful with these antennas. They bend real easy. You got to kind of work it down section by section, being very careful. And then you can lock it into place and then put down the front cover. And here you can see the back, and you can see that it is the YT-Z1 chassis, and it has this small rectifier tube over here. It's had a new power cord installed with a vintage plug, new vintage plug, and it's currently in the battery changeover switch. You plug it in right here when you're going to operate the radio on battery power. Obviously, you remove it and put it into an outlet if you're going to play it on AC power. And it takes two batteries to power this radio. This large battery here is a 9-volt and 90-volt AB battery, and then it also requires an additional 1.5 volt battery called a Z1 battery, which is right down here. And the reason for that is that this radio has an extra tube, one more tube than the later models, and it has a push-pull audio output, so it has very good sound. This is a I don't know how much you can see of it, but this is another antenna that was made for a couple of the shortwave bands, and it serves no useful purpose these days, and so it's just decorative, and it fits in here on snaps that are pretty fragile, so it's best just to leave these alone and don't use them. They were made for back in the days when people traveled by train and bus, and you could take this off, put these little suction cups on it, stick it on your train window, plug it in, and listen to shortwave radio. Today, nobody really would carry one of these on a train or a plane or a bus, and there wouldn't be anything to listen to anyway on shortwave, especially during the day. So the chassis was recapped, all new capacitors installed, all the resistors were checked, any bad ones were replaced, and I think I mentioned the new power cord. The band switches, this is the coil tower over here. They're always pretty heavily oxidized on these radios, and it takes a bit of cleaning to get the band switches to work properly, but this one cleaned up real well. The original chassis that was in here was just very badly rusted along the top, and the oxidation in the coil towers was so bad that even after an hour or two of spraying contact cleaner and working the switches, I never really could get it to work very reliably, and a lot of the solder joints inside looked like they were in pretty bad shape too. So this should be a more reliable radio. It's an antique. It's 70 years old, so it's like an antique car. It needs to be used gently, and expect to have little issues from now and then occur with the radio. Other than that, though, it's a very nice radio now, and should provide some enjoyment. Nice deck radio to take out and take your favorite beverage out there, and if you've got a nice music station to listen to, then you can
Right, so totally.
hopefully get some enjoyment out of the radio.
I want to see that. I want to see the deflate gate. I want to see the 150 calls between Texas, between Tom Brady.
Around here, it's hard to find any
You got
music
that?
on the AM
I want
band.
to see that. Right. You want to see Tom Brady saying,
Quote unquote matter at this point, or do you need the whole NBA back? We'll get into it in a bit. This was Straight Talk, brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. No contract.
So that's the Zenith 8G005 radio. It's the first post-war version of the Zenith Trans-Oceanic. The first one came out in 1946. This is the 1946 case with a 1947 electrical chassis in it.